just Hi operators, welcome to my channel. I'm HaxrByte. I'm a red team operator and ethical hacker with 20 years of working experience in cybersecurity. Welcome to today's stream. I'll be continuing with the CTFs and training my CTF brain. If you watch my video on YouTube, you'll know what it's all about. So before I carry on, let's see. Sorry, wrong button. There we go. Cool. We got some chat. Welcome everybody. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please feel free to throw them into the chat, and then I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. So let's see. Last week, just see. So last week we did two machines. We started with lame, which is a, let me just share my screen. There we go. Should be able to see that now. Okay. So last week we did a EasyBox, a Linux machine called lame. What made this one stand out was it was a Samba exploit that was possible. It had like an exploit. We could exploit it via Metasploit. We got a shell which was root, and we managed to grab the flags. The second machine we did was active. This one had a group policy exploit that was it had a groups.xml file which had the text, a CP password in the file, and we could just decrypt that one and get a password, and then use that username and that password to run a Kerber roasting attack, which gave us which made it possible for us to escalate our privileges. That was the easy Windows machine. So today I'm planning to do Shocker. That is a easy Linux machine, and yeah, we'll carry on and train our CTF brains. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll struggle with this box together. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to use Notion for my notes just because it's easy, and you could like use it. It's not you don't have to pay for it, and it's in the cloud. Not necessarily something that I'll use in penetration tests on client networks, just because you don't want to store privilege information or confidential information in the cloud if you don't have to. A better idea to keep it local, and then you've got full control, and you are actually able to encrypt it like you wish. But that's my company's policy to keep it on laptops. We run hardware encryption and everything else on top of that, so we're not allowed to store client data in the cloud. But let's start off. Firstly, we need to connect to the HaxrBox VPN. Let's do that. Okay, that's starting. That should be fine. Okay, let's make directory. Oops, shocker. Just so it can have everything together. Okay, we should be able to connect it. Okay, we are connected. Now, obviously we can only focus on retired machines. It's actually against HaxrByte's policy to stream live machines, so we'll keep that in mind. So we've got retired machines. If I filter on complete, as you can see, there's lame that we did last week as well as active. Let's start shocker. Let's look for that one. Machine. Shock. I can't spell today. Shocker. Okay, there's shocker there. We're going to be adventure mode, and we're looking for the user flag and the root flag. Now this is pretty common in CTFs. If you haven't done a CTF before, the flag is your prizes, and then once you gain access to these flags, you add the contents into these spaces where they validate if you got the right flag or not. Okay, starting that machine, it's spawning. Okay, let's see. Thank you for all the comments in chat. Appreciate that. If it's your first time here, please say hi. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Just waiting for this machine to start up. Okay, finally it's up and running. Copy the IP address. Let's go to the folder. So I like to add the name into my host file just so that it's easier if I running commands. It's just easier, ping the name or running a scan against the name versus the IP address. So how we do that is we edit the hosts file. I use VI. You can use anything you want, any editor you want. Just add a new entry there, paste the IP address, tab, and then that is shocker. Oh, can't spell shocker. Shocker. There we go. So I thought I was HTB sudo. Shocker. Let's see if that worked. Ping -c. Shocker. Not working. Did I paste the wrong IP? 44. That's the right IP address. It's being the IP address. Says the machine is up. Maybe it's not open to SMP. She can't ping the box. That is pretty strange. Let's try again. It's definitely not working. Let's run a port scan against the box. I normally like to use rusthound, not rusthound, rustscan, because it's fast and it can scan all 65,000 plus ports in seconds. Let's use the IP address. So what I like to do is rustscan will look for open ports. Once it finds an open port, you use these dashes and it pipes it over to Nmap. And on the Nmap side, we'll do we'll do default scripts, version enumeration, and then we'll do output files. And shocker, we'll call it shockers. Now, small o, big A just means it will output it in all the major formats, Nmap, grippable Nmap, and XML. There we go. Well, there's an open port, so it's obviously up. Only one port. Only one port, and it says closed. I think it's not happy with us. I think we might have to restart this box. Okay, let me revert this box. Reset it. Must be some issue with the box. Didn't come up correctly. So if anybody played with CTFs before, if you have any experience with CTFs, let me know. It's not a problem if you don't. If you are in the cybersecurity field, yeah, go ahead and tell us what you do. There's a couple of people in the stream. You're obviously more than welcome just to watch, but if you do have a question, just let me know. Okay, it seems like it's the same IP address. It just came up. Let's try and ping it again. Oh no, it's not the same. It's not pinging. Wonder why it's doing this. Let's change the IP address in our host file. So yeah, it's not the same IP address. Okay. Ping. So strange. I've never seen it do it, unless it needs to do that, which is weird. Maybe it doesn't like a fast scan. Let's do just the Nmap minus B A minus S. Let's see what this does. Okay, it says it's filtered, not open. to do -T, which is the second fastest scan Nmap can do. Just want to see what it tells us. We can do another one. Unless that box is broken. Should not be. Try and browse to it. Definitely won't get there. This is pretty strange. Unless that only reset. Maybe we should try and just respawn it completely. What's this thing doing? And now it's open. So it closed before. I'm just gonna stop it. Okay, and then spawn a new instance. Strange. Okay, we're just waiting for the box to spawn again. If that doesn't work, then we'll go for the next one. I'll try and see. I don't think the problem is on my side because it shows as connected. Yeah. Okay, it gave me another, the next IP address, 146. Let's ping that one. It's not pinging. So in VI, if you want to change the IP address, the quickest and easiest way is to press small c, which means change, and then small I, and then capital W. That yanks the whole word out, and then you can just paste your IP address. Escape :WQ for write quit, and then you'll be able to shocker, I've got the right IP address. Okay, let's just look into this a little bit. I just want to make sure that it's not supposed to be like this. I think it is though. Let's see. Rust scan was 46. It's only got one port open. But the state is closed. What if we scan really slow? So yeah, Nmap. Let's see. Let's scan for the top ports. So Nmap -S capital T. That's to do a full port scan with the whole three, with the TCP handshake, the three-way handshake. We'll do top ports. Let's do 10. There's top ports, yes, that's right. Top ports, shocker, minus T2, minus PN, that does not do DNS resolution. Let's see what this does. So minus T2, that means it will scan. You get T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 is the fastest. Default is T3, so I'm scanning a little slower than the default. Okay, so everything is filtered. I think this box might be broken. We can, I guess, if we can't get a port open, what we can do is we can peek at a walkthrough, but just to see if it doesn't have ports. It's so strange. So strange. Let's see. Select the box. A really good walkthrough is 0xdf. Let's look for shocker. Box shocker, it must be this one. Linux Easy Machine 3017, yes. Let's see, Nmap. It's definitely got those ports open. Did they scan it in a certain way? I can give this a try. Shocker. No, it says filtered. There's something wrong with this box. Okay, I don't want to dive in too much into this walkthrough. Let's go for the next box. Let's turn this box off. We'll pin this box for next week. Okay, the next box on the list is Grandpa. Let's see, that's a Windows, easy Windows box. Grandpa, interesting name. Okay, let's go to Hack the Box. Grandpa. Let's let's have a quick look at Shocker again. You've got the guided and the adventure mode. Guided mode. Wasted too much time on. Let's go for Grandpa. And we want to go adventure mode, spawn this box. Let's prepare our environment. Go out of Shocker. Make directory grandpa. Grandpa. Okay, ready for grandpa. Let's see. Machine is spawning. Okay, that was much faster. Copy the IP address. Sudo via hosts. We'll do small o, which means it opens a line in insert mode. The next line in insert mode. Paste the IP address, tab, grandpa. There we go. Ping -C3 grandpa. Can't spell. Grandpa. Same thing. What is happening? Is there something wrong with my... Oh, my VPN died. Okay, that will do it. Okay, that looks good. Strange thing is that it showed it was up. Huh. Yes, we have a ping. So grandpa is up. So I'm assuming it was my VPN that did not work properly. That is weird. So we've got grandpa started. Let's stay with grandpa. We can do Shocker after this one. So again, for CTFs, I like to use rustscan -A grandpa. Again, all the open ports it will find, it's gonna shoot it over to Nmap. And on the Nmap side, I want the default scripts to run, as well as the version enumeration and all the output file formats. Call the file grandpa. There we go. Okay, rustscan is going. It's found one port. One port so far. Okay, we can make a note of this. Always a good idea to keep notes. In a real life pen test, you definitely need to keep notes. Port scan. Because otherwise you won't be able to do any reporting. So I'll be taking notes. There we go. Again, okay, it's done the port scan. So there's only one port open, and it's running Microsoft IS, and that is, it's a Windows box, right? Yes, Windows box. It's got one port open, 80, which is HTTP. So that's typically your web server. Let's see what else. The title is under construction. It's got a whole bunch of methods open. WebDav is interesting. Let me copy this whole thing. Did it do anything else? No, just that. Okay. Okay, so we've got one port open, which limits our footprint a bit, but it's running HTTP port 80. Let's do Notion table. Do a table of contents, just makes it easier to click through. Just like to do, and I mean, you don't need to use Notion. I'm just using Notion as a tool. You can use any note-taking tool. I like to use Obsidian, which is also a tool where you can use Markdown language. But yeah, Notion just does the job for now. Let's see. So obviously we should be able to browse to it. Let's first do the, I don't want to do that. I'll do the IP address first, just to see. Copy the IP address. HTTP. Under construction. Okay, so it wasn't lying about that. It won't make a difference. Oh, well, HTTP. Grandpa. Also under construction. Doesn't make a difference, really. It might be a good idea to take a screenshot. Let's see. We can use flame shot. This is another thing that's really good to do, or something to get in the habit of, is to take screenshots, because you definitely need to do that during when you do penetration testing, if that's what you want to get into. Well, not necessarily what we need to do. You don't have to get into pen testing, but if that's your goal, then you have to get used to taking screenshots. No. Nope. Pen image. Let's see. Copy. Let's put it in our notes file. There we go. So one of the first things we need to do when we get typically when we get in CTFs, when we get websites, we'll try and find any files or directories that we can't see, that's not listed. So we have to brute force those, and I'll show you in a minute. But there's another thing that you can also look for is virtual hosts or subdirectories. Now this is where, like, say for example, it's got grandpa.htb at the box, and that's actually a good point. I normally like to name these .hackthebox, just because then I know. That's typically the naming convention that HackTheBox uses. HackTheBox, there we go. Yeah, that's the same. So what I mean by subdirectories, you'll get something like, say, secret.grandpa.org, or server .grandpa vhost or subdomains. But let's see. I've got a GitHub page with some well, actually I made some notes. There's some tools that I like to use. So there's various different ones. You get Derby, which can do this. You get Search, which is the classic one. Search is not installed. Just look at my notes. Okay, Search, GoBuster, and Fafaf. Now Fafaf is very popular because that's the one you also use to do vhost. So let's copy this command. Let's do this one. Let's use this one. So let's see. Okay. So the URL will be http://grandpa.hackthebox. We're going to use this file. Yes, it does exist. And then we're not going to look for PHP files. We'll probably have to look for, let's look for HTML files first. Just because this is, I don't think it's a PHP and runs on Windows IS, so let's see if we can get a bit more information about this version. That was Grandpa. There might be exploit DB is a nice place to look. It's sort of always my first stop. So nothing. And good old Google. It says it might be some exploits, but I don't think we're there yet. Let's just run this. Let's try and find if there's HTML files. Did it say there? HTML? No, that doesn't right. Do we have to specify a file? Oh, it wants this. I think you have to specify this when you do. Oh, okay. I guess we can do the. Maybe I mix them around. Okay. Oops. Copy. Let's try again. Okay. the box. So it's looking for anything in front of grandpa. So that's the virtual vhosts and hack the box. Let's see. Just say 1. Okay, 1433. 433. Let's take a copy of this for our notes. Let me just see. Okay. Just see, I thought there was something in the comments. That might be something that's not supposed to be there. Okay, don't worry about that now. Okay. How do I? Okay, message was deleted. Okay, it looks like that message might be gone. I don't know. It's still in the stream. Let me remove that. Okay, clean slate. Let's start again. Where was I? Okay, so we were looking at. Oh, we were pasting the command. Okay, that's what it's busy running at the moment. Okay, still busy running. While we wait for that one, let's try something else. GoBuster. Let's try GoBuster. I guess we can look for PHP. This is funny paste thing. Let's see, GoBuster. Looking for directories. The URL is grand at the box. Okay, it will look for PHP and HTML files. Oh, it found images. Oh, and another images. Interesting. Take this for our notes. Back to Grandpa. Okay, so that's space. That is for subdirectories, and then for files and directories. Okay, let's see, it's got three so far. Go to those now and just see nothing on the chat yet. It's going to take a while. See if we can go to these images. Images. Directly listing denied. Let's look at the page source. Nothing interesting. Go back. Page source. I think the trick will be we need to identify exactly what version is running, and Nmap doesn't give us very much. It says IS6. It's got a whole bunch of, yes. So these are all these methods are enabled, which is very bad. From a pen test point of view. So yeah, people in the chat, if you want to leave a comment, if you want to say hi, please do so. I'm doing Hack the Box. I had some technical issues, and at the moment we're doing the CTF on Grandpa, which is an easy Windows box with one port open, port 80. If you have any questions, let me know. Just waiting for some scans to finish, which potentially, hopefully, oh, this one's done. So that didn't give us anything else. So it doesn't look like there is subdirectories. Interesting. Let's copy this for our notes. That we know what's going on. Okay. Got these. Let's see if there's a difference between these. So we had images don't give us much, and capital I, same thing, as well as all caps. Same thing. Guess we're gonna have to wait for this one to finish. Should have used a smaller list. Anyways, it's pretty limited what we can do currently. Only one port open. and it's not giving us much. Let's see. Let's do a bit of research while we wait. I'm assuming we're probably gonna have to look at these methods now. Let's see if Hactrix, I'll try and spell it. Yes, Hactrix. This is a bookmark. Okay, so let's search for HTB methods. No. Trace. Trace method. Web tricks. Let's see. We can spin our burp and just see if that does anything. Diagnostic purposes. The other ones are can get. Now the lead obviously is a bad one. Put might be interesting. Put, maybe that can do something for us. Trace, copy. This will be too much, surely. Let's see. HTTP methods. Exploit. There's a walkthrough for Hackbox Granny. There's a write-up for, so it immediately see Grandpa. There's two write-ups there. I'm not going to look at a write-up now. Metasploit's got a HTTP scanner. Testing with verb tampering. Be interesting. How to test method. Manual verb tampering options. Get put. So yeah, you can put files there potentially. Potentially we can put a file there and then browse to it. That'll work. Verb tampering. It's an interesting little script. Let's try this. Copy. While we wait. What am I doing? Okay, let's make HTTP methods.sh insert mode. There we go. Okay, let's bash HTTP no ports to connect to. Should put the machine name in there. Specify the host. Okay, you give it an IP address. So you run and give it an IP address. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so it's no IP address. Okay, interesting. Let's take this for notes. So this is the methods. So what do we have? Get works, post, put, trace, and then options. Options work. Interesting. Options. What can options do? Options verb tampering. Keep on hitting the wrong thing. Proof of concept. Webatax. Verb tampering. None of those. See anything else? Private. Underscore private. What is that? What? Grandpa, but hack the box. Underscore private. Okay. Why? What is this? Look a little faster. Let's go a bit faster. Let's do 100. Has anybody seen a web server with all these methods enabled? Drop a comment. That was a bit quicker. I think we're a bit stuck, so I don't want to. Let's set a timer. I think it's time for the Ghost Replay protocol. So let's do timer. Let's do 30 minutes. So if we're not, let's give us, must be something that I'm not thinking of at the moment, or why is this not working? Well, it is. Let's do a 20-minute timer. Let's see what we can do in 20 minutes. If we don't, then we're gonna do the Ghost Relay protocol, which means we'll have a quick look at a walkthrough, just see where we're stuck, and the next step, close the walkthrough, and then take it from there. The whole idea is not to keep the walkthrough open as a reference, but rather as just to optimize the learning and to try and just get over hump, because might be a bit stuck. Now I think I'm looking in the wrong place. I'm not too sure what this can be. One thing. Burp. Is burp installed? Burp. Durbuster. Go Buster. Durbuster. There's Durbuster. Let's see. HTB. Grandpa. Dot. Hack the box. And then let's do 80 threads. Browse. I think it's user share. User share. Word lists. Oops. Come on. User error. So word lists. The buster. It's too small. Invalid. To help if I can spell. Start. Let's see what this does. Should be very similar to this, though. It's the same thing. Let's stop this. What else is there? Let's do Actrix. Go Buster. Yes. Where's Go? Come on. Go Buster. Click. Yes. Brute force directories or folders, spidering. So check if you can upload files. So put and web dev. I'm sure I saw put there. Put, yes. So put I can do. Put. What is this? Dev test. Put. As easy as that. Okay, let's try this. Web dev vulnerability. We did see web dev in there. Let's try this. No, let's move. Copy. Let's grind bar.hackthebox. Touch shell.txt. Page cannot be saved. There's a problem saving the page. Okay. Let's try shell.html. HTML. Okay, so we can't put. So web dev. It is very interesting. But first, let's see, GoBuster, did I do something wrong? GoBuster, do we have GoBuster? Let's copy this. GoBuster normally pretty quick. GoBuster. GoBuster's there. User share word lists dirbuster directory list medium to medium grandpa.hackthebox. It's not HTB, it's just like that. Okay, we need to up the threads. -T 100. Okay, but this is what we did. So I want to do that again. I want to do the vhost. This. So vhost. What else is there? Buster. No. There'll be directory list 2.3 medium. Let's try this vhost. This works. It's not. I think this is working correctly. Let's stop the timer. Let's have a quick look. So take a quick look. I'm just blanking, tweaking. Don't know why. Okay, this one is grandpa. Okay, it's an easy Windows box. Ping, that's correct. We found that under construction. And then we brute force And that's what we found too. That's exactly what, well, we use this. This is the lowercase one. And then web dove test. It says open. And then it's just a vulnerability. Dove test. Never seen that before. Okay, let's close this. And then sorry, it's IS. Well, okay, let's carry on. Start the timer again. Let's do another 20-minute timer. Dove. Did that install? Dove test. Dove test. HTB. Grand. Hack the box. Good. Missing URL. Oh, the flag. Minus URL. There we go. So the Dove connection is open. It is open. Skip this for notes. Hack the box. That is Grandpa. Love the name. Grandpa. So this was so this is Dove, the Dove test. Dove. This is web Dove. Dove. Okay. So this is a problem. And let's see if there's any exploits. So search exploit should be on here. Search exploit is 6.0. Because this is such an old box, I'm assuming this will be the correct path. Now, remote authentication bypass. We need to, there's another thing that is quite handy. That helps to identify, and that is cheat sheets. Yes, enumeration. That four errors. 4 errors. What if that was the hint? Right. No, that's a 4.3 error. Just gonna say this IS. What's his IS? Exploit DB. IS6. Apart from your remote buffer overflow. This runs, potentially runs shell code. Okay. Multiple vulnerabilities. Not HTB. Authentication bypass. Do we have authentication? I don't think so. Bypass 2. This is put. Well, it did say we weren't allowed to. We weren't allowed to put a file, but this might help us to put a file. This is a pull exploit though. I wonder if Metasploit's got a exploit. Let's see. Yes. Why is 6.0? No. Let's do web dev. Storage path overflow. This looks familiar, right? Storage path. This one. So this is a buffer overflow. And you can run shell code. Let's see. Use 0 options. So R hosts, set R hosts grand file dot hack the box options. It won't work. It needs to be the tunnel IP address because that's the VPN tunnel. So this is my local Ethernet IP address. So in Metasploit you can do set lhost ton 0 and it will pull this IP address here into Metasploit. Let's see, did it there. Same as this little script I've got running here that tells me okay, I've got nothing to lose. Let's see. Exploit. Sending stage. We've got a shell. Chat, we've got a shell. Can you believe it? ID. Do we have an interactive shell? No. Sessions. session. Don't have a session anymore. Options. What is this? What is this? Interpreter session. Got an interpreter session. Okay. Cool. Let's see what we can do. So this is a Windows machine. Can we do... So we've got a interpreter session. We need to take this for our notes, guys. Got excited there, forgot about the notes. Let's do this. Copy this. Always need to take notes. Okay, so exploit IS 6.0 web dev. Well, that was a Hail Mary, and it worked. Huh. It's interesting. And guess let's copy this path. It sounds like that's definitely it. I mean, that's the beauty of pen testing. If the exploit works, it's vulnerable. It's definitely vulnerable. Okay, now what do we have? Who am I? There. Okay, that works. Okay, we're in internet server. Can't be that easy, right? Can't just run. Let's see, sysinfo. Denied. Sysinfo, I did run that. Republic. Okay. Can't do who am I? Okay. Can do a shell? Yes, I can. This might make it a bit easier. Okay, let's see, where are we? Unless, no, what else? There. Can go to the root of C, CD, C. Yes, we can. Documents and settings. Documents. Yes, there. Harry. Access denied. Can't be that easy, right? No. I'm looking for the user flag. So I guess we need to become Harry. So we've got a potential user called Harry. It won't be no. No. There. This is denied, obviously. Is log type WMI is log. Oh, that's denied. So we're obviously a limited user, but this is Silver 2003. 2003. So I've got a session. One piece. Why is this taking so long? Please. System info. This is bash. Background. I don't want to terminate. Control T. I haven't used interpreter in a while. Background interpreter. Enumeration. By issuing the background command. Background, okay. So I guess I can exit. Okay, we still have a shell. Help. Let's see what else we can do. Upload files, download files, cat files. Can we get system? I don't think so. No, I didn't think so. That's being very optimistic. Pivot. Can we look at the processes running? We can. Does not tell us much. Guess if we can have, we can get one piece, lin piece. I need to run one piece. What's the other one? Windows exploit suggestor with one piece. Yes. Escalate privileges, execute the shell. Yes, this is what we want. One piece, repository. Here we go. Updated last month. Nice. One piece. One piece. Piece. One piece, and there's lin piece. One piece, any. One piece, let's download these. Save link as. Let's do CTF www one piece any. Let's grab the 64-bit, 32-bit. Oh yeah, might as well. Lin piece as well. Anyways, so what's in grandpa? Didn't I just save it there? File removed or missing. Oh, come on. Copy link. Duplicate. Must be. Let's see if we can put it here. Okay, that's keeping it there. So it must be my host active, my host antivirus killing it. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so pwd. So currently in this folder, we need to be in there. Can't we? Shell? No. Yes. Ping 10.10.14.15. Okay, I can ping my tunnel. My tunnel. What if what impact it? Do I have a packet? SMB server? Temp. Okay, so SMB server. Let's see if we can see there. Why can't I go? Oh. Okay. And there's looking for the temp directory. Okay, this is temp. Okay. So copy there 10.10.14.15 temp. Just a share there. /10.10.14.15/temp. Yes, so we can. So that's our SMB server running on my machine. So if I copy /10.10.14.15/temp/winpzeni to here, copy, it's copying, is it copying? It is copying. Okay. So there we have WinPs. Any might be easier piping into a file. Not seeing anything. Yes. Shell. Okay. Is any that is the one piece output .txt. Let's see if that works. It should work. Assuming that's going to take a while. I think, yeah, this has been carrying on a bit longer. I was planning to do more than one box, but I don't want to really go over 2 hours. I'm almost thinking let's look at the walkthrough while we wait. Chat, what do you guys think? I mean, this is an easy box. It's supposed to be easy. Still running. The timer is gone, right? Yeah, the timer's gone. Let's do another 20 minutes. Let's see. Grandpa. No. Can't believe I'm so rusty. Okay, tags. Grandpa. Okay, board scan, under construction, we did GoBuster with WebDev, search exploit. That's the correct one, that's what we used. Okay, we used Metasploit, we got a shell already. Got a reverse shell, shell code, got a reverse shell, got an interpreter shell. What? It says a network service. Network service. Interesting. I did not have access to. I saw that. These are the folders we saw. Access denied. Didn't get. Privilege escalation. Need a place where I can write. Okay. We managed to put a file in temp. Okay, you could write there. System info. So this is a Windows 2003 box. System info didn't work for us. So they use Windows exploit suggestor. It should do the same thing though. It's just so slow. Okay. There's a kernel vulnerability. Really? No success. Okay. Where am I? So this is a pretty easy one. Impersonation. I didn't think it would have this enabled, to be fair. hopefully WinPeas will tell us if it finishes in freaking this century. I'm gonna leave it running, but I don't want to waste your time, so let's carry on with this walkthrough. I know this is not what we typically do, but what? What the hell is this? Go to binary. Okay, where did you get this from? So potato is what you use normally, rotten potato, juicy potato, and those. But for 2003, okay, let's see. Let's do some digging. Impersonate Windows 2003. Oops. 2003. Escalation. Okay. Local privileges, that's the one we ran. But why does it say? Is it the one we ran? No, that's not the one we ran. Okay, so this. Okay. Let's take this for our notes. This is the exploit. It's taking way too long, guys. We have to do this. Not this. Not this. This one. Okay. That's wrong. Not that one. This one. Okay. I think this is the one that he used. Maybe. Download. Successful exploits may allow authenticated users to elevate their privileges to network service. Okay. Delegate. Let's look at this exploit. Unzip 6.7. I think that's the one that he used. But you need a Windows machine for this. It's the you need Visual Studio to build this. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Here's an executable, but it's like 10 years old. Guess that makes sense. Is this the same one? I think it's the same thing. I'm gonna just take a note of this. Okay, this is the GitHub. Copy. Let's pull that exploit, because that's just taking too long. Come on. Okay. Copy link. Duplicate. This box is so old, it's actually difficult to open. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? This thing's still running. Still freaking running. I don't know. I feel like I'm just wasting time at the moment. But I do wonder what's in that output file. I'll have to run it at another time. Terminate. Yes. Shell. So it's CD, Windows, capital, temp, it was there, come on. 10.10.14.15 temp. Okay. Churrasco.exe. Copy that bad boy here. There. Notes this. Go. Okay. And then do we just run it? Churrasco. No. Churrasco. Come on, Churrasco. Program too big to fit in memory. Really? Sysinfo. System info. There. Oh, you need a couple of things. Didn't come with the instruction manual. That's not there. How did you know how to do this? Okay, so I get the list now. I'll do that now. You need netcat as well? So you basically run a command as... Can we test if this works? You know, we can just look at those files, right? We don't need... -D. See if that works. Program to boot. Program too big to fit in memory. What is going on? Oh, really? See, that's a problem. It was using a dot exploit. Huh. Yeah, okay. But I grabbed the binary from there. That's the binary I got. Maybe this one? Let's try this one. Copy link. Duplicate. I always like to move zip files into folders. I hate it when it populates files into my folder. And then you gotta, it's a mess. Oh, what? Copy. Let's clone this whole thing. Should do a git clone. Okay, Alice. Try. I really don't want to spin up a Windows box now. Let's see if there's another place somebody found a working one. Okay, that's what it's supposed to do. It shouldn't say program too big. Okay, I put this one gesture. What is this? Is something else? Okay, that, no. That was the rabbit hole, I believe. Migrate. Can we migrate to the what? What? Let's try this. Session 1 does not have permissions. Interesting. This is an interesting way. Let's see if this works. So currently we have a, so let's just go out of this. Okay, so we've got a Metivita session, right? Background. So now we've got the sessions. Yes, got the session, right? So what this guy says, there's another exploit. A local exploit that we can try that might give us more access. Use paste. Okay. Options. So this is a local exploit. Now, so what we can do, we've got a session on one right now. This is really cool that interpreter can do. So what we do is we take nodes first, of course. So we should have seen this when we ran, if we waited for WinPeace to finish. So impatient. Okay, so this is nice. Metasploit. This was makes Metasploit pretty powerful. So we still need to change our localhost. So we specify in the session, set session 1, because that's what we're gonna go, and then set localhost to our tunnel address, ton 0, options. Oops. Okay, that looks good. Take notes again. That port's already used, so we need to set different L port 4445. Just change our notes again. 5, oops, 5. And then exploit. Operation failed. Why? Why is it failing? Set payload reverse. Localhost is the attacking IP. Oh, it failed as well. Confirming that by routing back. Note that in the manual process earlier. Oh, so that that doesn't work. But it's a nice idea. Let's go back to. Oh, okay. I should really learn to read better. So sessions 1. Help. What's it again? Interact. It's just sessions 1. Yes. Okay, so PS. So we just need to migrate to one of these services. Which one did they migrate to? Have data. Well, I guess we can do anyone. Pit. Migrate 2928. Okay. Get UID. Yes. 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 This is good stuff. Come on. Of course. Oh man. Okay, it's not going that far back. Get UID. Come on, come on. Whatever. Why am I here? Why am I here? Yeah. Okay. Now can I just look at the files? Okay. Values C dollar. Change $3. No. Because it's Windows. Yes. There. Change directory. Hurry. Access denied. Really? Now we can export it? Because we've got more access. Okay. This is actually a freaking cool attack. So now we're in a process with more access. So we migrated to a process as network service. So now we background this. Okay. Now we can run this. Now we can run this one. Exploit. And there we go. Reflective injection. Privileged by the... Boom! Second session. This is actually a very cool box. Oh, this is a cool box. Like it. So now we can just read the file. Yes! And we have the user flag. After reading the walkthrough. Not guided mode. Wow, this is interesting. Ah, guided mode. Could have used this to help me. So IS 6.0 mode. What version was this? I need to go and copy the flag again. I'll do that now. So you learn. Which version? Oh, 6.0. 6.0. Need to read better. Okay, which abuses a buffer overflow, allowing which 2000s? It was this one, right? CV. Seven 269. CV. 76 7269. Can be used to exploit. I've got notes, guys. Which one? So this one. It does this. Yes. And we use to list possible previous escalation. What was it again? Windows exploit suggestor. Windows exploit suggestor. Copy. Okay, doesn't the P like this? No. Don't. Split. Restore. What? Reconnaissance module. Metasploit reconnaissance module. Oh, thank you for your comment, Hellraiser. I'm glad you understand it, because it was not working properly. But do you understand it now? Did it help? What can that one be? Metasploit reconnaissance module. Didn't even know Microsoft okay. Is this one? Local exploit suggestion. That's new. I didn't know this. Local. Exploit suggest. Exploit. Just. Oh my goodness. I didn't know this. I need to make a note. This. Local exploit suggestion. Interesting. Interesting. And then the flag, obviously. This is there. Yes. Copy selection. Paste. Submit. Harry's user flag. I would say not too easy though. It was very confusing. Not too easy. What does other people say? A bit hard. Freaking a bit hard. Wow. Okay. Burn grandpa. Burn grandpa. A bit hard. Submit. Whatever. Did I do? Didn't submit that. Okay, cool. So yeah, that went on way longer than expected. At least we learned something. Well, I learned something, and I mean, I've been doing this for years. Not CTFs, but interesting. I've never seen that Linux suggestion thing. Let's go machines. What's wrong with this? Let's go here. Background. Search. Gesture. Local search recon. Options. Need to remember this. Can come in handy. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure how that would have helped. Because that seems to be broken. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you very much for joining today's stream. Apologies for the technical difficulties, and then hopefully you learned something as you got stuck with me trying to make things work that didn't seem to be working, and then obviously we had to fall back to the Ghost replay protocol by looking at a walkthrough, then taking it to the next step, but it was just taking way too long, and we ended up looking at a little bit more than we were probably supposed to. But these first easy boxes are more I guess if it's methods that you don't know or that you don't realize, just to fast track the learning process. I still learned a lot, even though I like I said, some of the things I didn't know about. But yeah, very interesting. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, please go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss my live stream next week. I'll be streaming at the same time at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is 7 p.m. Central time, and every Thursday. Please go ahead, give it a like, and give me a follow or a subscribe, please. And have a good evening. Thank you very much.